Oh, we're live! Hello there!
Hello!
I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
And together we are
Those vegan guys. Of course we're those vegan guys. And I suspect you probably knew that already.
I bet they did.
So, hello and welcome for joining us. It's Saturday evening for those in the UK watching. And we thought we would have a live session this evening. We've got a lovely cup of tea here.
Yes, gone for a different one this time.
You have, haven't you?
I have. I've gone for the turmeric ginger this time.
There you go.
You know, with having the cold, I thought, well, that one will surely be more medicinal.
Yes.
So, hello, Hedge Rider. Our one and only moderator this evening. Thank you, my love. Kelly's off on her works do. Hello, Angie. And hello, Tritonus.
Tritonus, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. So a few bits and bobs to chat about this evening, as was kind of, as Paul put in the title. Hi, T-Bell. But generally it's free-flowing, as it always is. Always room for Q&A. We usually kind of fit that in towards the end of the video.
Hi, Denise. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Jose. And hi, Lorraine.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for joining us, everybody.
Yes, yes.
It's always lovely to have you here with us. My hair's looking dark. Isn't it?
A little bit, yeah. Well, it's the roots, isn't it?
No, but even the blonde bit is looking quite dark. Maybe I've got too much product on it.
Hedge, it does feel like a while since our last live. We've been very busy boys, and last weekend was absolutely full on.
Hi, Nicola. Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Nicola. Hi, Bobby. Yeah, last weekend was absolutely full on, and I think it took us a good few days to just recover from last weekend.
Hi, Morgan. Yeah, no, it really did, actually. It was a lot of... Jason was the kind of designated driver, obviously, for last weekend. So Friday was a 2.5-hour drive down to Yelvertoft. And then out for dinner, and then up early the next morning, helping our friend Kerry to set up the village hall and everything, although we got to go to a few second-hand shops, so that was fabulous. And then performing Saturday night, and then driving back immediately after performing. So Jason did 4 songs, the Vegan Queens did 4 songs, and then it was pack everything up in the car, back up the motorway, and we got home about 12:30.
Yeah, around that time, yeah.
And then we were up at 7 the next morning for me and Stuart to start putting our makeup on again, because we had to be at Revolution Bar by 11 for the first drag brunch, which was, we were booked for 2 hours, we ended up doing 3, because we're cheeky girls like that.
Yes, the audience were well into it, as they say. Really, really enjoyed the whole thing. And I was kind of there on the sidelines, stepped in as sound tech to help the ladies out. So yeah, pretty much a full-on weekend, as I said, but brilliant weekend.
Tritonus, I like your question. What's your favourite casual place to eat out in Manchester? Cafe Earth. Or Earth Cafe, whichever way you want to say it.
Yeah.
Under the Buddhist Centre.
Yeah.
Always feel completely at ease and relaxed in there. Never feel stuffed or heavy or like I've eaten too much. Just feel really good when I've eaten in there. It's a lovely place. I love it. So, just trying to hide the picture.
No, I'm trying to just adjust the camera to see a bit more of us and a bit less of... There we go. There we go. Yeah, a little bit more of us and a little bit less of the wall above our heads.
Hi, Robin. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. So, did everybody get a chance to see? Tritonus, are you in or near Manchester? By the way, because there's so many places I could recommend.
Oh, T-Bell, thank you so
Very
much.
generous. Treat yourself to a nice bottle of wine.
Or a ton of lentils.
Oh, T-Bell, thank you very, very much.
Oh, T-Bell, thanks. That honestly, that means the world. And to be honest, we could probably get some wine and a ton of lentils. So, fabulous. Thank you.
2 bottles of wine and a ton of lentils.
That's amazing. Oh, merry festive wonderfulness.
Tried this, never been there yet, and I've heard such wonderful things. Sanskrit, is it Sanskrit or Sanskriti in Fallowfield?
Oh,
We've
yes.
heard about it, but we've never had a chance to go yet.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Pat, and this is honest. There are so many places now, and we find out about a lot of them through our wonderful community, this wonderful community, and on obviously our other social media. And obviously we get invited to quite a lot of places, and those invites are coming through a bit more regularly now.
Yeah.
So it's an amazing thing that there are so many places now that are either really having a go at providing some brilliant vegan options, or are just going like fully vegan.
Nini, I went to Molino the other day with my friend. She's vegan. What did you think? Did you eat vegan? Are you not? You're not vegan.
Oh yes, and which one?
Is.
I'm assuming she means Molino in Oldham. Molino
yeah,
Lounge.
maybe.
Yeah, Molino Lounge.
Good food there, actually.
Yeah.
Hi, Mrs. Moore's Vegan Kitchen.
Hello.
Mrs. Moore's Vegan Kitchen, by the way, guys, is another channel that I would recommend you subscribe to. She started to do some same as vlogs, mukbangs, sat facing camera, chatting about her vegan lifestyle. Fabulous. And yeah.
Have we said hello to Pan? Hello, Pan.
Where is she?
Pan Vegan.
Oh, hello.
Hello,
darling.
And Miss Mo, yes, we were watching your latest video yesterday, I think.
Time is worthy.
Down to earth veganism. We love it. We love it. We're all about that.
I'll highlight you in one of my future. I think I'm going to do those shout.
You said like once a month, maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to do about one a month, and you know, anything from 3 to 5 other YouTubers, always with less subscribers than us.
Yes.
To give them a bump. It works. Why wouldn't you? Daft not to.
Oh, surviving life after it falls apart. Thank you for joining us. Hello, I'm rocking my little one that's sick with the flu. Just wanted to send some love. Bless you. Hope your little one's feeling better soon.
And there's another channel to subscribe to. One of our followers who started the channel after the death of her daughter. So, yes. Yeah, and she's. I think, didn't you say? It's Debbie, isn't it? Deborah. Did you say that you were going to kind of get back onto it in the new year? You don't have to answer.
Angie, still not been able to get hold of Applewood.
Oh my goodness.
Angie, we feel your pain, we do. Well, we kind of don't, because we've been really lucky, but we can empathise with your pain and the tragedy of it all, because there's a lot of people in the UK going through this terrible crisis. And we managed to get some fairly easily in a local Asda, and then obviously Applewood sent us some to make the wonderful Applewood recipes that we've made so far. So we've been quite lucky boys, really. But I really hope you get your hands on some soon. Asda and apparently Aldi now, the Applewood,
well,
allegedly.
I've read that, but
Don't quote us on that.
I haven't seen it in there.
Yeah.
And mind you, we've only been in a couple of times.
Hedge, you are more than welcome for the shout out, and like Paul said, I think we're really going to try and aim to do that once a month, regardless of whether it gathers momentum with anybody else.
I was very touched in both ways.
Oh, thank you, Miss Mo. Thank you for the blessings.
Yes, Debbie. I thought it was Debbie. I'll be
Yeah.
coming back, and my channel will be refreshed
And completely vegan.
Oh, bless you, Debbie.
Fabulous.
Bless you, Debbie.
Awesome. Amazing
Love
stuff.
Love that. You're a warrior. You should. Did you ever watch my video owning that I'm a warrior and you should own it too? It's very important video for me. That.
Yeah.
Because even on my darkest days, it's just, I've got dull armour that day. Need to shine. Because I'm a warrior.
Oh, nice one, Gary. Gary is now following Miss Mo's Vegan Kitchen. Fabulous. It's all about connecting up the down-to-earth veganism, spreading that message in the best way we can.
Hi, Mandy. Hi, Gary. Oh, thank you guys for following Miss Mo.
Excellent.
Lovely. Everyone's having a lovely chat. I do enjoy that. Sometimes I just want to sit back and read you all and just be like, oh yeah, you said that. Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, and that as well. Yeah.
Look at this.
Bless. Lots of people say that actually, which we obviously would take as a massive compliment. You know, when people do kind of come across us, discover us.
Thank you, Debbie.
You know, they just like binge watch loads of our videos. Bless you. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, any videos like that where the kind of kitchen chats, they're in the playlist, chats, rants and discussions. They're all in there.
Yeah. Just slip it in now before I forget. If you're watching and you're enjoying it, give us a like.
Oh yeah, please give us a like because we might get seen by, it might get shown in recommended, and then other people might join us.
You never know. You never know. But yeah, likes always appreciated with the weird, wonderful and wacky YouTube algorithms. You never know, but it definitely helps. So cheers. Alicia, I've only just discovered you both recently, but I feel like I've made 2 new friends.
Well,
oh, bless.
Good. Because that's exactly what that's how I feel when somebody subscribes or comments. It's like I said in my last video, it feels like it feels like approval. Strangely. So hi and welcome, Alicia. Hi, Leslie.
Yeah, I get that, Leslie. I get that because we do that ourselves. Obviously, with people that we watch on YouTube as well. Is like we miss a couple, then we just sit down and we're like, oh yeah, nice one, got back to back.
What do you do about vitamin D in products like cereal when the origin is not mentioned? Like check everything with a brand or avoid. If it's easy enough to find out where the vitamin D is from, because sometimes it will actually say on the packet, but we're not massive cereal eaters really, are we?
No.
Hugely. And I got caught off guard, you know, because of vitamin D in the first 2 months of us being vegan. And I was on a vegan group and I was chatting and said, Lord, you know, I'm adoring this, and here's what I've been having for my breakfast and my lunch and my evening meal. And then I was having Kellogg's Special K red berries without even thinking about it. And this guy said, you know, I'm really sorry to tell you, but the Vit D in that is not vegan. So that kind of put me off a bit. So if we do have cereal now, we would have cereal clearly marked vegan, or porridge oats, and add dried fruit or, you know, whatever to it.
Yeah, I think that's the easiest way to go really, is generally with cereal. But like Paul said, we're not massive cereal eaters anyway. So that's, yeah, straightforward enough, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we get them ones, don't we, from Sainsbury's, the wheat parcels, the blueberry and the raisin.
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah,
they're like $1.80 a box, and they're clearly marked vegan. So yeah, we enjoy them. Oh, did you do the same? There's bugger in it. I used to love Special K. Now Sainsbury's do one. I've never tried it. I should really, because I've enjoyed Special K so much. Sainsbury's do one apparently that is vegan. Their own brand. But I can't remember what it's called. But it's some kind of malted flake and red fruits.
Oh, right, okay.
Kind of thing. It's called Shape or something.
There you go.
I keep meaning to try it, but like I say, we just don't have cereal. Our typical breakfast in the morning nowadays is a slice of watermelon, half each, handful of blueberries, and either a bagel or a crumpet. That's our classic breakfast.
Classic breakfast, yeah. That's our go-to option most days, and then very occasionally we might have a vegan oven. What is it? Like oven baked croissants that you can kind of roll yourself and stick in the oven. Just roll, do them. Some of you might have come across them. They're very nice.
Oh yeah, Kellogg's have done a couple of vegan cereals now, haven't they?
I bet they're really expensive. Just like whenever a lot of companies bring out an exclusive kind of vegan new range, often they are a bit pricey, which I can kind of understand in some respects, because like you've said before, they've basically got to kind of create an entirely new environment to create that product so that there isn't any cross-contamination. But still, yeah.
Do you like overnight oats or Kia pudding? I've talking to you about trying them, wasn't I? Because we've got so many jars in the house now that we're recycling, using them for whatever, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, whatever, just little bits and bobs. And I've got 2 about that tall, which are perfect, the perfect size for overnight oats.
Yeah.
And I keep saying I'm going to do it one night, because I've told you about Kia pudding as well. You get the Kia seeds, you just kind of soak them with overnight, let's say in chocolate milk,
right?
Like that dark chocolate almond milk.
Oh yeah.
And they swell up, and it's like a cold tapioca, I suppose.
Right. Yeah. So the answer to the question is we have not actually done them, but Paul's threatening to.
Yeah, I keep talking about doing it. I probably will do at some point. What's the benefit of overnight oats? Does anybody know? Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the? Are they better if they're not cooked? Are they better if they swell naturally?
Naturally.
What's going on? Oh, you should try. Then add your fresh fruit and nuts, seeds in the morning when you eat. Lovely. Yup. Vitamin D2 is always the vegan. Vitamin D3. Aye.
That's a fair point, Gary, as well. I suppose one of the advantages is you don't have to cook them. You don't cook them, do you?
I know, but you still got to prepare them the night before.
Yeah, but it saves energy, doesn't it?
But are they any better for you?
Nutritionally speaking. Yeah.
Is it different metabolically?
Yeah. Mocha Nini, favourite plant-based milk, without a doubt for us, is cocoa, spelled Koko.
So it's always been cocoa from when we very first went vegan, and we tried a few, didn't we? And we were just like, oh, that's a bit thick, or
we've tried a fair few over the years.
Looking for something that mimicked what we'd always had, which had been either skimmed or semi-skimmed milk. And then we came across cocoa milk, and it had a bit of a coconutty taste at first, didn't it? The first few batches.
Yeah.
And then it went really good, and then there was one more batch that was quite coconutty, and you contacted them, and I can't remember how you did it.
I got in touch with them on Facebook. Yeah, I messaged them on Facebook. Yeah.
And then they said, we're aware. Oh, who's that?
Oh, Hannah.
Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bless your cotton socks, as they say up north.
Thank you, my love.
Bless you. Mocha's bought cocoa today.
Oh, cocoa's lovely. We feel like cocoa milk is the most like semi-skimmed, especially now. But they were aware of that, of it tasting too much of coconut, weren't they?
Yes.
And they fixed it, and you can't taste it at all now.
Yeah.
Can I just rave on for a sec? Yes, as a bit of a thank you, because they sent us such a huge amount of fabulous stuff to try. But I'm not just saying it, I would tell you. These teas from Organic India are gorgeous. and I am not a herbal tea drinker.
Yeah.
This is now the turmeric ginger, and it's beautiful.
There you go. I wanted to
really enjoying them.
I wanted to just take a second to thank Corey as well. Thank you, Corey. It's now gone up to 39 watching and only 25 likes. Give us a like, you lovely people that are watching. If you're enjoying the content,
please do.
Thank you, Corey, for the nudge. I saw lots.
Looked it up. Oh yeah, Gary looked it up. When you soak oats overnight, it's also almost like you're cooking them, but the process is much longer and slower, and it's done without the damaging effects of heat. So it's a better way of preparing them, but they have to be prepared. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't just eat them. I mean, why would you want it? Do you know what I mean?
But quite a few people have commented as well in agreement that it's better
Hi, Pamela.
for digestion. They're better to digest.
Right.
That way.
I know that they're a classic. They're a classic breakfast if you're on Slimming World. The overnight oats, and I know a lot of people that have them, and apparently they really do aid weight loss. So maybe I'll try them.
Should point out, by the way, that we're sat here, and if we're a little bit burpy, it's because we're just digesting our wonderful Chinese meal that we've had this evening, which was actually, we only finished it about half an hour ago. So we are mid digestion as we do our YouTube live. So thank you for the likes, everyone. Cheers.
T-Bell says, any drag acts planned for Christmas, Paul? And if so, will you please get someone to film this time? Well, here's the rub. Jason would have filmed at the
Revolution.
At the drag brunch, had we realised when we got there that they had no technician planned. And me and Stuart can't do it because we're getting changed and singing and So Jason had to be our technician. So he managed to get quite a few good pictures, just pictures, but not film. But no, we've got nothing else booked in there. We've had an inquiry on Facebook, which I need to answer this weekend, from a son of one of the ladies I used to care for when I worked at Edge UK, who's now in a different venue, and he wants to know if he can book us to go and do a show there at this place. Which always puts you in an awkward spot because you're like, it's still going to take us 6 hours,
Yeah.
Stuart probably haven't stayed the night before and do the whole getting ready and everything, so it does take up a day.
Hi James, thanks for joining us. We're on the herbal tea, we're not on the mint, unfortunately, but we are on the organic India teas, which is lovely. But thanks for joining us, and thanks for all of your support on Twitter as well, for the retweets and all of that.
Oh, no night, Leslie. Night, sweetheart. Sleep well.
Bless you, Leslie. Thanks for joining us.
Leslie, did you know?
So, I would just like to share a quick story about Lynn while it's on my mind, and just mention what we had to eat last night.
Oh, yes, please do. Please do. Would you mind if I go over there and just blow my nose a little bit?
That's okay, as long as you're not like you normally are.
What?
Well, it normally sounds like a cross between a trombone and a jet engine.
I'm going to try and do jet.
So, a little heartwarming story.
Okay.
Paul's tripping over ISIS's box of bags. ISIS's box of bags. Anyway, so a little heartwarming story for everyone. So basically, an ex-work colleague of mine, Lynn, who I have had the pleasure of working with for quite some time, and she's recently left the organisation that I work for, got in touch with me on Facebook, and basically out of nowhere had said, I've made you a lovely vegan Mediterranean pie and a lovely chocolate and Biscoff cheesecake. So she brought them in on Friday, just out of the goodness of her wonderful heart. She brought them in on Friday for me. So last night we had a fabulous slice of homemade vegan Mediterranean pie with a lovely salad that Paul threw together. And then we had the cheesecake for supper. Beautiful. So thank you, Lynn. And all praise to her for just making us a lovely, lovely food. Yeah.
Yeah. And isn't it funny that as Jason was getting given lovely gifts, which were gifts of kindness, I was sat in this here kitchen doing a video of kindness, passing on the kindness that had been shown to us.
Yeah.
It was a day filled with kindness.
Passing on of the kindness and kindness in general, which is fabulous. Love that. Love it all.
No, T-Bell, not 6 hours to get slap on, 6 hours total. So it'd be like hour and a half, 2 hours starting with a shave. Then, because you've got to like at least have 5 minutes rest after you shave and you moisturise before you start putting your base on. Then you let that bake. So on and so. So yeah, about 2 hours kind of from start to finish, sometimes a little bit longer. 2 hours because it's not far down the road, travelling, performing, travelling back. And then 2 hours getting it all off, sorting things out, the additional time, getting Stuart back home and everything. It's
full on.
Yeah, it's a long term.
Full on indeed.
It's a long time, lad.
Thank you for your kind words, Pan.
I won't want to do it.
About the performance at the 40th. Actually, not the best sound quality, to be fair, but I was happy with what I put out, all things considered. And I don't usually perform other people's songs. I'm not really used to doing covers of songs. So, but it's also given me a little bit of a kick up the backside as well to do more, because I did enjoy it.
Oh, is Denise going as well now? Good night, Denise. If you're going, I'm just reading Bobby saying night, Denise.
Oh, right. Did we miss that?
I think so.
Well, if you've gone, Denise, thank you for joining us. Bless you.
Oh, Miss Moore, about to make our dinner in a sec. Roasted veggies this eve due to your making them the other day. Yeah. Are you having them in wraps with the peanut butter and chili sauce? Oh, it's so good. That same peanut butter and chili sauce, with a little bit more tomato puree in, we have with our Chinese meal. I smear it onto satay sticks and king prawns before they go in the freezer, which are quite fabulous actually. If you've never seen our Chinese food video, the king prawns are king prawn shaped wrapper filled with vegetables, and the satay sticks are soya, but we always add the more sauce, don't we?
Yeah.
To them.
Miss Mo says no wraps.
Oh, Bobby's gone.
Oh,
good night, Bobby.
Good night, Bobby.
Sorry, darling.
Hope you're good.
Didn't even notice. She'll probably watch the rest of this.
Hope so. Yes. Yeah, Miss Mo says no wraps because of the gluten-free element. She's going to do wraps. She'd have to make them herself. Can't be gluten-free.
Oh, can you not get gluten-free wraps over there easily? You can here, can't you? You get them be-free ones.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, in the supermarket.
I don't know whether people necessarily rave about them, but you can get them.
Yeah. Tritonus, what was your first motivation to become vegan?
Watching a documentary called Vegucated, but it took seeing it twice. Really. First time it really impacted me, but I was adamant I couldn't give up eggs. Funnily enough, with the whole John Venus thing and eggs coming up again just lately, and then being the thing that Tim Sheaf blamed. And then I saw it the second time with someone that I used to support, Vegucated, and it broke me. Because the second time I saw it, I really watched it. And we were vegan from, other than the special care for the first couple of months, we were vegan from that point on, weren't we?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So now in our 6th year.
Yeah, she says yes, but they're usually crap. Lol.
Yes,
Mo. Hey, fair play.
Hi, Deborah.
Isn't there? There's nothing...
Oh, did you enjoy it? Quiche Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been told actually it works a lot better. I might update the video at some point. I'll just put an annotation on it. Works a lot better with medium tofu. You get a softer. Mind you, we used a full block of apple wood in that because we were showing off, weren't we?
I liked the texture yourself. Yeah. I wouldn't want it too soft.
No, I would like it just a little bit softer.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, I missed the quiche, Karen. You gonna do another one soon?
I'm going to do it for Christmas. Yeah. I'm going to do a pastry plat as well. I might end up doing a pastry plat. I said I was going to do an updated version of that video because that was done on the mobile phone in 2017.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
That
yeah.
video.
Could do a fancy 2019 version of it.
Well, I might do it tomorrow because it's that near Christmas now.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's only like 3 weeks away. Maybe. So I might end up
Should we do
doing
it?
that.
Should we do it? Let us know what you think.
A new and updated festive pastry plat recipe that's easy and accessible and quite cheap.
The movie.
Christmassy.
The movie was Vegucated. Vegucated.
I just wanted to see how my eye looked when I did that.
Oh, thank you for joining us, T-Bell. I have work early in the morning. Glad I caught the stream. God bless you both night.
Oh, T-Bell, thank you so much, and thank you so much for the super chat. Good night, sleep tight.
Yes.
And see you again soon.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Hannah's up for it. That would be great if you did the video.
Yeah.
Yes, do it.
I might as well.
Angie Hissy, try my haggis plate.
Plat.
Plate.
I don't like haggis. I've tried it as a meat eater and, vegetarian. I just don't like it. I don't like, other than mincemeat, because it's mincemeat, you know, like Sainsbury's soya mince. I don't like bitty things. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
Too bitty.
Cat down the road. Hi guys.
Funny. I have a conniption when I've got flour on my hands from floury bap. Haven't you?
It's true.
Oh, I am strange. Yeah, it's pretty much Christmas now, isn't it?
Well, it is. Yeah. Will we put the tree up tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we did kind of say in November that we were going to do a little short video every day in December, and that fell by the wayside.
Did we?
Yeah.
He has these bright ideas.
No, you
I don't remember that.
It was Brian Hanson's idea on the last live chat, and we were both like, oh yeah, we could do that.
For the 12 days of Christmas thing. The advent calendar. Yeah. Well, that's by the by now, isn't it?
Well, instead of doing loads of little short videos, we're doing some nice chunky ones.
There you
go.
Should we do a video that we can pre-record but upload on Christmas Day?
Well, why do we have to pre-record it?
Because I don't want to do live on Christmas Day.
Why?
I don't want to. We're far too lazy and sat on the sofa, not wanting to do anything other than just veg and chill. Yeah. But who knows? We might surprise you. Who knows?
I might do a live while I'm cooking Christmas dinner.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, everyone else will be cooking Christmas dinner, so there won't be anyone watching.
Well, I don't care, and then we can watch it after, can't they?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, there's always next Christmas. We need to come up with a proper. Well, if you saw our we've been kind of gauging how much effort we should be, but not how much effort we should be putting into videos, but how much time we should be doing this, because when you break the cost down, we currently are getting about 75p an hour between us. And you know, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, of course it is.
You know, it's a lot of time.
Of course it is.
Especially when we do a filmed and edited and so on video, because that's like anywhere between 5 and 10 hours for one video that might only be 20 minutes or half an hour.
Sometimes,
you've got all the
yeah.
travel, the prep, the filming, the editing, the uploading, the promoting, all of that.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of work, Mocha says, which charity shop do you like? You're better off answering this than me. I like YMCA in Middleton. I got 3 pairs of jeans for £1 the other day. That's pretty epic. That's some bargain buying right there.
That's really, really good. I don't really have a preference. I try to avoid, I don't know what they're like generally, but the cancer research shop in Oldham is shocking. It's so badly laid out and everything's really cramped, and and packed, and yet it's very clean. It's strange. I like the little hodgepodge shops. There's one on George Street in Oldham that's part of Age UK. I like that shop. I like how it's laid out and everything. Oh no, sorry, it's not Cancer Research, it's the British Art Foundation. One facing the that shoe zone or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
That one I'm not keen on. The new Cancer Research one is the new big one. That used to be Thomas Cook or Thompson's, whichever one went bust.
Right, yeah, of course.
And that's alright. Everything's still, but yeah, I mean it all depends. Some charity shops are brilliant, others are really terrible because they just don't put the effort into the displays, and they're not necessarily clean places. And but we've got quite a few favourites, and George Street would be up there, and the
Nice.
Can't remember what it's called. What shop? Oh, it's the one at top of Elm Road here. It's Animal Aid.
Yeah, it's an
It's for
animal
a
charity,
local
isn't it?
shelter.
Yeah.
So shopping there a lot as well. She got me some gorgeous stuff recently, put aside. 2 pairs of fabulous shoes.
Deborah raises an interesting point, and I'd like to offer that thought out to everybody. Both Cancer Research and British Heart Foundation fund animal testing. So what do we do in that situation? Do we boycott the charity shop? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. But thank you for pointing that out, because the information is useful always. Better to know than not to know.
Better know than not to know.
I find that Oxfam can be a bit pricey as well. Mocha on occasion, most
and
definitely.
And the RSPCA as well, because they're like approving slaughter now.
Yes, grind up those chicks, gas them. It's fine. We don't have any problems with that.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, that is a tough one. It's a difficult one. I think we go back to what we always say, isn't it? Which is we just keep doing the best we can. That's all you can do, isn't it?
I tried at the RSPCA get around my tits. Pamela, you have t-shirts, Paul?
Yes. I think that's the answer. Or
do you mean merch?
Elaborate, please. Oops, I meant you have amazing t-shirts.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pamela.
It's the Wish app, where I get a lot of my stuff from. But yeah, I do like bright things. I always have had.
Hedge Rider said before, by the way, her big meal is on the 22nd, I think she said. So she'd well be up for some live on the Christmas day. And a couple of other people have reminded me, and I want to remind you now because I think you'd missed it. The alternative Queen speech that you was talking about doing with Stu.
I know.
That's still a possibility. There's time to do it.
I know.
Definitely time to do it.
I know.
But yeah, you know what it is? Part of the problem half the time is we get stacked up with ideas for content, and there's so much that we want to do. And at the same time,
it's having the money, it's having the time, and well, them are the two main things really. It's having the money and the time without, because if you spend like...
Oh, Denise, thank you so much.
Denise, thank you, my love.
Bless you for the super chat. That's a cute little...
Them are the new super stickers.
Awesome.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah. Thank you, Denise.
Thank
really,
you, Denise.
That means an awful lot. And yeah, I mean, I think picking up on what you were saying before, I think those two elements are key for me, and something that I'm more conscious of now than ever is burnout. I have to make sure that with everything else that's going on in our lives, and with all of the content that we're doing and all of the editing and everything else, that I don't just end up hitting a brick wall and getting to the point where I'm like, you know what, I actually just need a few weeks off from it all. So it's a very, very fine balance between all of those things.
Yeah, the awkward thing, of course, is that Jason works full time as well, and I only have the bits of drag here and there. So I'm always raring to go, like, let's do this, let's do that. But then, I'm not so pushy, as in, I know when Jason needs downtime.
Yeah.
And keep myself very aware of that.
Absolutely, Angie. Absolutely. Yeah, it's got to be a balance, most definitely.
Yeah.
But the amount of ideas that we have, and really the equipment that we've got to do it now.
Hello, Graven.
We could be putting content out every day or every other day. We've got so many ideas and so much stuff that we want to share with people that we really could be putting. We could be putting stuff out every other day easily if we wanted to, and you know we had like all that headspace and time and money to do it. So yeah, onwards and upwards, as they say.
Well, that's the intention, Hannah. For it would be great if I could do it full time, and Jason could join me part time. Ideally, in the ideal world, we would both be full time YouTubers because we'd create so much incredible content. But we realise it's a slow journey, and we're very lucky to be at 2,500 subscribers.
Yeah, big time.
In this time, because it's only really been the last year and a half that we've really put a lot into this.
Yeah.
Before that, it was just bits and bobs on our phones, wasn't it? Just silliness, and then we were like, no, actually, we enjoyed doing this. We want to do this more and better.
Yeah.
And
I'm still, well, we're both still like that now. I don't think you ever, and it's probably like that in all walks of life, isn't it, really? You learn something, you start doing something, you realise that you can do it better, and you constantly strive then to improve it. And we're going to continue to keep improving what we're doing now. Like, one thing's an example. I keep occasionally looking to the side of where the phone is, where the camera is there, and I'm looking at the light that we've got to the side there, and then when I look back, I'm kind of like slightly blinded by it.
Because these are terrible lights.
The lights definitely, it wasn't a good idea that I had to take the paper off. The paper was there for a good reason.
It was a diffuser, wasn't it? Graves is asking, how long have you guys been vegan? Year 6, Graven. We're in year 6.
Oh, Gary's one of those people who discovered us on Facebook and now follows us on YouTube.
Oh, cheers, dude.
Legend.
Thank you very much.
That's a rare thing. Not a lot of people do that. We try and encourage more people over from Facebook, but it's like no man's land in between the two.
Yeah, a lot of people see it as a kind of alien technology, and they don't want to learn anything new because they've already learned how to use Facebook, and they're kind of happy with that.
Absolutely, Hedge Rider.
Can I ask, without us getting, and I will be respectful to everybody, but can I ask if anybody's comfortable talking about, or even just mentioning, who they're planning to vote for on Thursday? Because from where I'm sitting at 50 years old, honey, I don't know whether it's my cognition is stronger than it's ever been, or what, but this feels like the most important election of my lifetime so far, and possibly continuing.
Hannah and Denise straight in there, Labour. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. Kat, Lib Dem, Deborah, Labour. Done it already, postal vote, Hannah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're voting for Labour.
Anyone but the DUP for me over here, Hedge Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, bless you, Miss Mo. Found you here then, Facebook, yeah. Yeah, it's, I think something else to mention here as well, whilst we're talking about this.
Gary just said, and I got to meet you. Lovely guys. Where did we meet you, Gary?
We met him at,
at the restaurant.
The restaurant, I think.
Oh, was that Gary?
That was Gary, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Graven, that's a very, very good point.
Wow.
I'm in Florida, we've got Trump. Wow! Yeah, that's very, very true. But yeah, like Paul said,
Bernie's just took the lead according to TYT.
Yeah, Bernie's just took the lead according to TYT, apparently, which is pretty awesome. Angie says, would love to vote Green, but tactical voting for Labour. Yeah, totally understand where you're coming from there, Angie.
We said exactly the same, very recently. I believe Stuart's of the same kind of persuasion, in that by policy, Green would really be the party for us. But if you know, particularly in your locale, that Greens don't have a chance, then it's a wasted vote, and we have got to get Boris Johnson out and Rees-Mogg and all of them, you know, Gove.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to, and here's the thing as well, and I'll say this because I think this is really important. Whatever the result, what I'm very conscious of is if we have another 4 years of Tories, is how we manage our own recovery mentally from that result.
Yeah.
That's, I think, something to start preparing for now, to think whatever happens, the 48 hours or 72 hours or the week or month that follows the results of this election on Thursday, we're going to have to really look out for each other. Because I know if it goes the bad way, the way I really don't want it to go, and I think a lot of us don't want it to go, if it goes that way, we're really going to have to look after ourselves, because I know I could really be feeling pretty bloody awful about the future under 4 more years with the Tories. So yeah, let's look out for each other. You know, especially next weekend. I think we'll all need it.
Yeah, I think it is difficult to talk about as well, because I have noticed somebody came up with a post about it actually and said, if you ask somebody why they're voting Tory, 9 times out of 10 they'll say something negative about Corbyn, and they won't be able to name you one Conservative policy that they're voting for.
Yeah.
And unfortunately my mum's exactly the same, and she's just been brainwashed by reading the Daily Mail, which she buys for the quiz pages, because she's not conservative. She's a working class woman who struggles, but she's been brainwashed to hate Jeremy Corbyn and truly believe that he's going to open some gate and everyone can come in, and all the terrorists will be let out of prison, and he's a terrorist himself, and so much has been drummed into her head. It's terrifying, but I don't want to make anybody feel bad if they have good reasons for voting Conservative.
Yeah. We believe ourselves to be pretty fair people. There's quite a few.
I can't see any.
No.
From my vantage point, there is nothing I can see that benefits humanity or the people of Britain. Nothing about voting Tory does that.
Yeah.
Other than if you're super rich, and I'm not.
Not even close to it.
And I'd like all the rich people to stop wearing those plastic bibs with the troughs on. You know, there used to be a time when they'd let the crumbs fall down on us, and we were all right with that. And now suddenly they're all, oh no, we're a bib.
Absolutely, Deborah. Absolutely.
What?
And I'll also say, Angie, firstly, fantastic use of the word lambasted. Love that word. Angie was saying she got lambasted on Facebook for sharing a Corbyn meme. You know. Yeah.
People of the world should pay attention to Trump. Whoever he supports in your country, vote against that person. Yeah, Corey, you know.
Yeah, that's smart
today,
thinking.
I'm driving through the countryside. I saw so many farmers' fields with Conservative posters. I know my thoughts. Neither one of them are on the animal side, that's for sure. True. And since about 3 o'clock this afternoon, of the 12 times I've opened YouTube on my phone, which I do really often because I hate to leave comments unanswered, right at the top of the home page there's an ad saying vote Conservative and a video, and then underneath it says advertisement. So they've paid. They're desperate. They're absolutely desperate because Trump can't speak. Bojo can't speak properly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, so true, Corey. Yeah, that's the difficulty, isn't it, when you've got a voting system that doesn't really work properly. I think that's always a concern and always a worry. And then going back to what Paul was saying before, when you've got working class northern folk voting Tory because they don't like Jeremy Corbyn, because they've been brainwashed. That's a really scary thing.
There's
really
an
scary.
old Turkish proverb about an axe in a wood.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember it.
He keeps chopping down all the trees, but convinces the trees that he's one of them because his handle's made of wood.
Kerry shared it the other week.
Yeah,
last week, I think.
I read it and I was like, yes, girl. Pamela got some Superdrug makeup. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Will you wear that Kind Spirit eyeshadow box, Pamela? I thought I might use some of the lighter colours for kind of highlighting. But that's not drag queen makeup. I need dark stuff. Do you know what I mean? Pitch and chalk. That's what I need.
Interesting, Hedge, yeah.
Well, politics in its current state doesn't work, does it, Hedge? It's when I sit and watch Parliament sometimes, which I can only do for very short periods of time, I'm just like, what is this? What is this shouting, hollering? It's like a load of posh boys in a debate class.
Exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I said this the other week, we were talking about politics, and I was saying I try not to get too doom and gloom about it, because when all said and done, it pretty much does run the Western world and most of the world politics in a similar way. But our politics is outdated in this country.
Yes.
It's buffoons shouting at each other. And there's times, honestly, when I watch it and I think two things very distinctly. Number one, why are politicians asleep on the job and still have jobs? In any other industry in the world, if you're asleep on the job, you lose your job. That's number one. Yeah. The second one is the laughing, is the chuckling and the laughter when they're debating very, very serious matters. Yeah. I think our politics is broken. I think it doesn't represent me. And I think most of the people that look at it and think, who in there represents me? No one. Let's hope that that it can change. Let's really hope that it can change. At least a little bit.
What's scary is that people keep voting for people who help them feel better about themselves. So they see Trump is a dithering idiot.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the same with Bojo. Anyway, let's leave that where it is. Don't want to talk about it too much.
Got everything crossed.
I've got everything crossed as well for Thursday, and let's just hope.
Totally agree, James. Yeah. Let's just open it up as a visitor centre. This is how the crazy people did it back in the day. Yeah. Anywho, moving on from politics, as Paul said.
I do have something to share with you, which is quite reasonably interesting for any of you that have got Netflix. There's a series on there called Mars.
Oh, yes.
Two seasons.
Everyone will be like, yeah, we've seen it. Because we were late to the party.
No, because season 2's true. That's why we spotted it.
Yeah.
They said, new season 2 of Mars. We were like, oh. We didn't even know there was a season 1. Mars.
Yes, Mars. Just Mars.
It's really, really good because it's a drama set in the future about colonising Mars, but it's interspersed with documentary style talks from people about those possibilities and about what might happen, what we would have to watch for, what we would have to do, how we would have to work together, how competitive the human race is. And it's absolutely brilliant.
It's really good. It specifically starts juxtaposition between 2034 and 2016.
Yes.
So when it flips back to 2016, there's like interviews with Elon Musk and it's talking about SpaceX stuff and how we're going to get to Mars and the trials and tribulations involved with it. But then it flips to 2034 and we're on our way to Mars and we're going to colonize it and we're going to try and find stuff. So yeah, definitely recommend Mars. Series 1 and Series 2 on Netflix.
It's really, really good. Like I say,
I don't want to give too much away now.
It's like drama documentary.
Yes.
But it's done very well with a very good cast and very good set design and everything, actually, isn't it? It's
really good. They spent a few quid on it.
We proper enjoyed it.
Cat down the road. Mars is excellent. Yes.
It's ever so good, Gary. Honestly, it's proper good.
It is. It's well worth it. Well worth it.
I need a new horror, man. If anybody sees any horror, like not anything like American Horror Story, like series, but any good horror films.
We've seen a lot of them already. We've seen a lot of the good ones,
many.
and we've seen a lot of the mediocre ones. But if there's anything anybody could recommend in the horror and or sci-fi horror genres,
or if you mix the genres,
yeah. Dave Trance, firstly, thanks for joining us, Dave, because if we missed you earlier, sorry. Bought a vegan cookbook called Bosch. Great recipes.
Yeah, they're good.
Classic.
They're good. Apparently, they're on. They've got a. Oh, thank you, Pan, darling.
Oh, bless you, Pan.
Missing the
Norman Reedus hair. I am as well.
I might straighten it for him tomorrow.
But then it's not been great weather, and you know what? When it rains, and even if there's a bit of moisture in the air, it fights back like you wouldn't believe.
Dave, they're doing a TV series on. It might be BBC Three. It might only be through the iPlayer.
Aren't they going to be at Vegan Campout as well?
I think so.
I think I read they were going to be at Vegan Campout next year.
But they're doing a series in January, I think. I'm sure I've read that somewhere. So that'd be quite interesting.
Graven Babies, I missed this one. Oh, I love horror. I used to make horror dolls, hence the name. Nice.
Used to? Do you not do that anymore? I'm always interested when people used to do. Because I used to do drag.
Oh, let us know, Hedge.
I know I do.
That's right up our street. Yeah.
What?
There's one I'm going to watch soon about alien abduction, but I can't remember the freaking name. I'll ask Ian and text you later. Cool.
Oh, I wonder if it's one we've already seen. Is it? What is it? There's a right good one with what's he called? What are you doing? What's he? I can't even do him. I don't know why I tried.
What?
What is this? What's he called? Is it a pop video?
You have to do better than that. Deborah, I'm the same. Love the guy, he's a legend, but I pretty much cry at everything now that he does, because it's just like, yeah.
What's the man called that's got very particular? He's in a film about alien abduction, but the film is the true story of the author Whitley Strieber.
Oh, it's Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. Is it that one? What's it called? Contact? No.
Communion?
Communion. Yes, it's called Communion.
That's been out years. Hedge Rider Communion, no.
That's a damn good alien film. Oh, well, yeah, you must let us know then, because I love an alien film.
Oh, fair enough, Graven. Fair enough. These things happen. It comes and goes. Mum still makes devil dolls, most vampire babies. I lost the passion for it.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fair enough. Peaks and troughs.
I lost the teeth for drag. I got a massive gap in my two front teeth. If you look at our early videos, you'll see I had them fixed. I had veneers put on. Why are they such an honourable colour? Because they match my natural green. So yeah, and then as soon as I had these done, which I had done for the TV show, I was like, girl, she's still in there. And out she came. Yeah. Dancing.
So what we haven't asked this evening is just in general. I mean, obviously we said it right at the start. How are you all? It's the weekend. What have you been up to? Have you been doing anything decent? Let us know. And you know, is everyone looking forward to the festive break?
You are, aren't you?
I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, I think I've got about a week and a half off work. I finish on Christmas Eve, but then I'm not back in, I think, till the second week of January. So I'm really looking forward to some downtime, definitely. Yeah.
She's been flashing in the woods, that dirty Edge Rider. This is all because she's been touched.
Well, yeah. It tends to happen that way.
You haven't done your second video yet, have you? I've not seen it. I saw your first one. Wood.
Oh, being out for a Christmas meal with the girls.
Woodways.
Very nice.
Woodways. He's like the nature man or someone. He's used to eat children.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Edgeraded.
Dave, I missed Dave's comment then about what he was doing.
Sasquatch.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Looking forward to the holidays with my boyfriend. First Xmas in our new home.
Oh.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Where do you live, Dave? Not your street.
Regionally.
Yeah, has it? Or even just what are the big bits called on the planet?
Continents. What continent?
What are the big bits called on the planet?
Which patch of the land do you live on? Angie, very tired. My boys spent part of the night throwing up and the rest of it hogging my bed.
Oh, bless.
Sounds grim. A little bit grim, that, to be fair. Kent, Dave's from.
Oh.
Nice. And surviving life after it falls apart. So looking forward to the break. Hubby has been working non-stop 12-hour days for months. Oh, bless. I really hope you get some downtime and some proper self-care. Because as we were talking about before, it's so needed and we so forget about it often.
Graven, we have similar tastes, but mine's a different kind of zombie film. One of my favourite. Oh, hang on, James. Doing good. Can't wait. 2 weeks to go. Then off for fun. Oh, nice. Good. Another more time. Oh, spending time with the new man. Yes, James, girl. Sorry about that. She comes out all the time. Graven, favourite horror film is Return of the Living Dead. Now, mine is Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 remake. Not the original one with walking zombies. They don't scare me because I'll just run at them and push them away from me. Get away from the zombie. But Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 remake, was the first zombie film I'd ever seen where they ran fast.
Mm-hmm.
And
scary.
It's got a strong blonde female lead, which I'm all over films with strong blonde female leads. They don't have to be blonde, it's always a bonus because Gemini's are blonde. So I have more of an affinity. But strong female leads in films are that's my jam, honey.
It's my jam.
That's my jam.
Yeah. Mocha's had a difficult week, but looking forward to spending time with the niece over Christmas and a visit from Santa.
Nice one.
Always nice. Always nice. Yeah, I bet it was grim. It sounds grim, to be fair. Deborah, don't do the C word. Celebrate Yule instead. Okay, yes, I get that.
Oh, Pam's bar humbug.
Get it. Totally get it. It's not for everyone.
No. Which one, Gary?
Brains.
No, not in Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 remake. They don't speak.
No. They just run at you.
They just run or
and they're
gather.
horrible.
And yeah, it's one of the best zombie movies I've ever seen, and we really enjoyed It Follows.
Yeah, brilliant film.
And As Above, So Below was pretty good.
Yeah, that's one we've seen more recently, isn't it?
And The Descent.
Yeah, classic horror.
Event Horizon.
Event Horizon's a classic.
Yeah.
Like we said, we've seen
a
lot of the classics, and always happy to watch some of the classics again.
Scariest film I've ever seen is called
30 Days of Night.
The Animals film.
Oh yeah. Deborah. Yeah, the Animals film turned me vegan. Yeah. And Hedge 30 Days of Night is good. Love 30 Days of Night. Josh Hartnett.
Going to Coniston in Caravan on 28th until the 5th of Jan. Love it there, can really chill out, lovely. Why do I know the name Coniston?
Lake District.
Oh, gorgeous.
I think.
Fabulous, Pam.
Yeah. Miss the Lake District. Hiked all over the Lake District as a young teenager with my friend Michael.
Oh, 30 Days of Night is terrifying.
Yeah, I just said that.
Isn't it?
Josh Hartnett, amazing, amazing. The vampires are so cool in that film.
Horrible.
So good, but yeah, horrible, horrible. And the ending, without giving anything away in case there's anyone who hasn't seen it, although it's a good few years old now.
Do you know who they all look like?
No, who do they all look like?
Axel, that dancing man.
Once again, I don't know what you're talking about.
Who did Window Liquor and...
he's
not called
Axel.
Axel.
Not called Axel now, and you've planted the Axel in my head. Now I can't think of anything else
Axel
but
F,
Axel.
I thought it was.
No, it's not Axel F.
Him. Anyway, they all look like him. In that...
That's not it.
No, that's Manson. He covered that, didn't he?
Yeah, they look a little bit like him. I think he came... Aphex Twin came...
Aphex Twin.
Aphex Twin came after,
He's your
I
man.
think, probably.
Yeah, they all look like Aphex Twin.
Yeah.
In that
It's
video.
the black contact lenses. It's the black contact lenses.
Yeah, and they've all got narrow eyes and the pointed features as well, though. Yeah.
Oh, Pan, yeah. Speaking of Hitchcock, we watched The Birds quite recently, actually. We watched it, seen it a few times over the years, and watched it again, and my goodness, that is a great film. There's a couple of tiny little moments in it that make me laugh, but that's just more down to the special effects with the birds and the pecking and the children. But that, and a slightly warped sense of humour on my part. But it is a terrifying film, some amazing scenes in that film.
Tippi Hedren was the first woman I imitated acting. Just in my own kind of, I used to sit on benches when I was a child and pretend to be looking behind me at the frame with all the birds getting on it, and then walk and then run really dramatically because Tippi Hedren was gorgeous. The blonde hair all up in a tight bun like that loves a green suit, which she never changes throughout the whole movie. The dirty mare.
Corey, is that, what's it called? What's the zombie film with Will Smith in it?
Legion.
Is that the one? I thought Legion was the one where he's like a superhero.
No,
Yeah.
that's another one beginning with L. Legion is the legion of the horrible things that walk him out in the daytime, and he's got his Alsatian dog.
Isn't it the remake of a Mega Man? He's like supposedly the last man alive, but then it turns out he isn't actually the last man alive, but he's the one that finds the cure. But Corey mentioned it anyway. The zombie movies with Will Smith remade from old Vincent Price movie was good, yeah. Lost Boys, amazing, as you said before, Paul. Yeah. Shadow of a Doubt was amazing. Not heard of that. And Blue Pan Marshall, just watched The Irishman on Netflix. Are they any good though? Are they good? Like really good? The Stand by Stephen King, yeah. I Am Legend. Legion.
Where have I got Legion from?
Is Legion the film with the angel?
And he's in it again, Christopher Walken. Talking monkeys.
That's not Legion, is it? Legion?
Oh, I don't know. We're all over the place now, aren't we?
But yeah, I Am Legend. I think I Am Legend, if I'm not mistaken, it's one of those films that got ripped and quite badly, but I thought it was a cracking film. Hey!
Hey! How you doing, Hench?
Thanks for joining us, Hench.
Mr. Herbivore.
Hench in the house. Yeah, we're talking movies at the moment because we're desperately looking for a decent horror that we haven't seen. But we have very high expectations when it comes to horror films.
Am I allowed to talk about my gift, Mr. Paul? Am I allowed to talk about the gift that I got today from yourself and Gemma?
Oh yes. Are you allowed to talk about that? Mocha,
I'm very excited about it.
Can answer that.
Lovely. Right. Well, I can tell you then.
I'll wait.
Ench and Gemma, because they know we're a bit skint, bless them, have gifted us their new cookery book, which I've downloaded today, and just from looking, can already say buy it. Buy the book. Trust me. Would you mind if I made one of your recipes in a video at some point, Mr. Hench? That might be rather interesting.
How can we do it anywhere?
Just no, because that's got to ask. Just one. That might be quite an interesting thing. But no, it's a great book with lots of great recipes. So you should go and check it out on henchherbivore.com in the shop.
Most definitely, yes.
And it's worth buying it just because it's got topless pictures in there. But you know the bonus is that there's 30 recipes.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And it's prime time for me as well, because in the new year, well, it's already started, but in the new year, I will be definitely making a concerted effort to bulk up a little bit more for the first couple of months of the year. And a few people have said kind of what do we do over the new year, what we're looking in, you know, somebody mentioned what are the plans for the new year. So I don't really believe in like New Year's resolutions, but one of the things that has happened, which I've mentioned I think in a previous video, is although we're still on a reasonable health kick, not as consistent as we were, but we're still very consciously on a health journey. One of the things that's happened is since we've cut out a considerable amount of alcohol,
Ellie,
I've lost weight, because as we know, alcohol is highly calorific and red wine is highly calorific. So I've lost quite a bit of weight. So that's going to be part of the New Year journey for us. Hi, Ellie.
Yeah, you just need to eat more, don't you?
Yeah.
You need to. That's why this book from Paul and Gemma's going to do us the world of good, because it's, you know, it's all whole foods based, isn't it? So you can I'll make things, you can eat them.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. Oh, Yvonne, every time I see you guys out of drag, I'm in awe. Oh, you do realise, by the way, that he isn't the other drag artist, don't you? So Jason doesn't do drag at all. I'm the older drag artist, Gemini, the foul one who's always talking about her pussy. And our best friend Stuart is Creeping My Asthma, the other one of the vegan queens. But some people do think that we are, but no, he's not. He's not him.
But thank you for the lovely words, Yvonne, and thank you for trying our stuff and just checking us out and following us. James, I think, is getting off for the night. Had a few internet connections problems. Night, James. Sleep well and enjoy the rest of your weekend, pal. All the best.
Good night. So, hi, Yvonne, and thank you for the lovely compliments. Good night, James, and have a lovely weekend with your fella. Ellie, did you hear me say hello before? I hope so.
Yes, I said hello as well.
Good.
It's fun bulking, Ellie said. I don't find it that much fun, you know, even like if I've got loads of food that I really like to eat. I've got to that tipping point sometimes where I'm like, I love to eat food, but I don't have a massive appetite and I haven't got a massive stomach. But I do know what to do because I've done it before. I've been very, very close to 75 kilograms before. I'm 65 at the moment. So I'd like to go somewhere in the middle. If I can get around 70, back up to around 70, 72, I'd be more than happy with that. Don't need to be any bigger.
We need to trade places, basically. I want to be around anywhere between 65 and 68 is fine by me, honey. All my drag fits me perfectly. Everything's great. And you want to be where I am now, which is 72.5.
Yeah, that'd be all right. That'd be all right. So, before we start to wrap things up, because time is ticking on, and we may just watch a film, and I'm certainly going to have a beer or a glass of wine to wind down this evening, with it being Saturday night. Has anybody got any questions? Because we always like to open it up to a quick Q&A as we start to wrap things up. So if anybody's got any questions, be it mental health related, vegan related, nutrition related, we are not absolute experts, but we know an awful lot of shiz.
Nice one, Ellie, for being a size 10 again. Nutritionally, all questions should be going to Mr. Paul at Hench Herbivore, or the Derek at the Simnut Nutrition, or the Gorgie Man, who's also nutritionally trained. Those are your three ports of call for stellar vegan nutritional
science dudes.
we can show you how to shove cheap soya products in pastry and make it taste great.
Yeah.
Which is not always good, but it's good when you're starting out.
Down to earth veganism when you need it.
I just make it.
That's what I was laughing at before.
I just spotted it.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, good night, Gary. Thank you for coming spending some time with us as well. Thank you so much.
Planet Rock DJ White has raised over 75,000 for Mind. Andrew, that's amazing. I didn't know about that. That's amazing. Yeah, I try to keep an eye on what National Mind are doing down in London, and obviously we are affiliated and connected with them. But there's just I think a little over 100 independent branches of Mind across England and Wales, and they're all independent and responsible for their own fundraising and the work that they do.
Can I just mention, just because Pamela's mentioned it about she's trying to follow whole food as she switched to vegan firstly for helping health. We went vegan first really to purely for the animals, just couldn't bear the thought of things like that being done to animals, and then the planet, and then ourselves. We were kind of the third port of call. And so the journey for us has been about replacing the meals that we grew up with, and we both grew up in northern England in working class families, making those meals vegan, which is why we started the YouTube channel in the first place, to kind of share that, so that was easily accessible.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to be moving much more towards a whole food, plant-based diet in the new year.
Yeah. I
keep watching him, that bleeding hench, with his massive bowls of stuff with gorgeous sauces poured all over him, and I'm like drooling, thinking, well, if I'm drooling at that as much as I do sausage, chips, mushy peas, bread and butter, what are you going to choose? You know, so I think we're going to be heading that way in the new year as well. So yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't have to take a long time to say things, don't I? Around the houses, up and down. Love the sound of my own voice.
But hench, yeah, Paul, you are a mega influence to a huge amount of people. I hope you understand that. I really do. Big inspiration, not just with the weights and the training and the discipline. Because I find people who are disciplined and who clearly demonstrate that they're disciplined and they're passionate, I find that really motivating and inspiring for me as well. So yeah, you big inspiration, and thank you for all that you do to help people. It's brilliant.
I'm going to say something nice about you as well now, Hench. I had a huge amount of admiration for you anyway, just because, you know, of your journey. I've watched all your videos, I know your journey, I know what you've been through, I know what you came from, I know where you are now, and I admire that greatly. But then you did a video where you got emotional, and that made me really emotional, because I'm really emotional anyway. So to see someone like you allow yourself the freedom to be emotional when talking about the animals or the planet we live in, or whatever, and like you got emotional in Tenerife in that cafe, and we both got that, it would have been exactly the same experience for us too. And you're just accessible, like felt no qualms about coming up talking to you or messaging you or any of that. Don't feel like you think you're above us. Feel like we're all equals, and you're just a really good, nice bloke who's full of great information. And you know, you look great, your wife's gorgeous, you run a great channel. What's not to like, brother?
So true. Yeah. But one of the things that we've said before as well, and one of the main reasons that we keep doing what we're doing, is just the whole community as a whole, the community that's kind of sprung up around what we do, the people that we've discovered and connected with, Paul, Goji, various other people, and the people that have reached out to us to ask us questions and that bounce off us and get good ideas for kind of down-to-earth recipes and all of that. It's really heartwarming, and it's a big motivator in us keep doing what we're doing. I know we were talking quite seriously before about the time that we invest in the channel and how passionate we are, but that, you know, it's difficult to do it sometimes in terms of the return on our time invested. But we love doing it, and we love it, connecting with people on this journey.
Well, some of you.
Yeah, most of you. And we will keep doing it. We love doing it, and we thank you all for joining us on this journey, for connecting with us, and obviously all of our patrons who help us out tremendously as well. The super chats, the shares, the comment to your mum down the road or whatever saying I watched this video. Word of mouth is really important as well. So thank you for all of that. Yes. I know we've said it before, but we'll always say it. We will never not be appreciative of that support.
And now we've got the go ahead. I'm going to choose a right bloody good recipe out of Venture Bevore's Fancy Book. And do it right here in the kitchen and then with it.
It's going to happen.
Oh God,
it's going to happen. And you know what we're going to have later when we've finished on this live video?
Are we going to have the rest of that cheesecake?
We're going to have the rest of the cheesecake. Yeah. I don't know if we'll have the rest of it. There's still quite a bit left, actually.
You didn't get to do half last night, did you? We had like maybe a third between us.
Yeah.
It's lovely though. She's done a beautiful cream cheese cheesecake filling with tofu and vegan cream cheese. It's gorgeous, and biscuits.
Yeah.
This is the meal that Jason was talking about. He's the lady he used to work with, Lynn, made us this weekend. It was so lovely of her.
So yeah,
really adorable.
Corey's one of the lovely people who came to us from Hench's channel.
Corey, yeah.
And
a chat with Corey on Facebook as well.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, we chat over there. Right, my darlings, we're going to bring this one to are we?
It's an hour and 20, and my eyes are getting tired, and I need a drink, and these lights need to go off.
Yeah, they're a bit bright. We need some new lights.
I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it all. I know exactly what I'm gonna do with them.
Do you?
Yeah, it's gonna cost about a tenner. Upcycle whenever you can. These are like from the 1970s, but with new LED bulbs in.
I'll show them. Look.
Get prepared. Prepare your eyes.
This is it. It's a very old metal light with just a big bulb in it.
Yeah. So we're gonna fix those lights.
Well, they're all right.
Yeah, they do the job for now. It's all we need. One of the last little things I'll mention, and you can leave it in the comments as we sign off because we'll come back and read it later. This wall behind us is currently orange. In the new year, it's getting painted. What colour should we paint it? Should we paint it the same colour as our colour that we use on the opening of all of our videos? Should we paint it green?
Nice turquoise.
Turquoisey blue.
However, I've already got the main wall in my lounge that colour.
Should we paint it green for obvious reasons? And think of what could happen with the green screen options? Or should we pick another colour entirely?
Well, I like Telly's idea there.
Rainbow.
You come round and do that then.
So we'll leave that thought with you. Another New Year project to look forward to. Because this is probably at least 50% of the time, this is where the camera is and this is where we're sat chatting. Roxanne says yellow, purple.
Paul's saying green as well.
Green.
Green's winning.
Bear in mind, if I can get into green screen and I can figure out how to do it, if we do green, then technically we can have whatever background we want. So that might have, I don't know.
We could have fabulous things behind us.
Yeah. But I don't know. I've not tried the green screen thing with our editing software yet. That might be a whole new world to explore. So yeah.
Produce Dog Pills, do not paint it blue.
Yeah. Filmora.
Yeah, Filmora 9.
I know you can do green screen on Filmora. I've just never tried it yet. I'm suspecting that your white brickwork that you use is green screen.
No, it's a real wall.
Or is that a real wall? Sure. It looks really good, but then green screen hence says yes. It is green screen.
Is it?
Ah, see, told you.
That looks like a real
green screen's good nowadays. It works really well. You must have your lighting sorted out really good then if that's green screen because you cannot tell at all. There's not even like a tiny little flicker or anything.
Oh, good night, Debbie, darling, and thank you for coming and spending some time with us. And I'm looking forward to your channel kicking off in January, and we're going to be there to support you.
Big time.
And give you a shout out. Absolutely. So good night.
Roxanne, yes, good point. That's always an option, isn't it? Because I guess it needs to be matte. I suspect it needs to be matte.
It's more about the light, isn't it? Because it doesn't even have to be green.
No, it doesn't have to be green.
It's like we could cancel out that colour, but then because I've got similar colours in here, it would also cancel out bits of me. So you've got to be careful what you wear.
You're right, it's the lighting. So, like, see the shadows?
Yeah.
That would ruin it all.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So, anyway, false ending. We've not done one of those for a while, have we?
Oh, thank you everyone so much for joining us. Thank you, lovely people, for the super chats this evening. They mean the world to us. Just thank you for coming, spending some time with us and having a chat and asking us questions and engaging and watching the videos. Please don't forget to share the video about sharing other YouTubers, because I think that's really important. I'd love that to set off and become a trend. Cheers, Hench, for joining us. Much appreciated. And again, thank you for your shout out. That set all this ball rolling. Thank you. Much love to you all. We love you to bits. Be excellent to yourselves. And as always, be excellent to each other. See you soon.
Bye.